Welcome everyone. Today, I'm going to share with you 15 life-changing lessons I learned in 2025. Some of these lessons came from success. Some came from failure. Some came from heartbreak. But every single one of them changed how I think, how I live, and how I see the world. And if you're watching this right now, maybe this is the right time for you too. The right time to reflect, to pause, and to grow. Because the truth is, life doesn't always give you what you want. It gives you the lesson you need. So if you want to improve your life in 2026, mentally, emotionally, even spiritually, listen carefully. And one more thing. This video will also help improve your English listening and thinking skills. Take your time, stay with me until the end, and I promise something inside you will shift. Subscribe right now because this channel exists to help you transform your life, one powerful video at a time. Let's begin. Lesson 1. You can't control everything, but you can control your reaction. This was one of the most painful and powerful truths I learned in 2025. You can't control people. You can't control the weather, the traffic, the economy, your past, your boss, or how someone treats you. You can plan everything perfectly and still face problems. You can do your best and still be misunderstood. That used to make me angry. I used to overthink. I used to break down. I wasted so much energy on things I couldn't control. Then I learned something that changed my life. You don't need to control everything. You only need to control your reaction. That is your power. That is your peace. When someone disrespects you, you can respond with silence. When a plan fails, you can stay calm and create a new one. When life surprises you, you can choose to pause instead of panic. Imagine you're holding a glass of water and someone bumps into you. The water spills not because of the bump, but because water was already inside the glass. If it were juice, juice would spill. If it were coffee, coffee would spill. Whatever is inside you will come out when life shakes you. If you're filled with anger, fear, or anxiety, that's what will spill. But if you train yourself to be calm, kind, and focused, that's what you'll carry. You can't control life, but you can control what's inside you. And that is your real power. The strongest person isn't the loudest. It's the one who doesn't react in anger. It's the one who doesn't let small things destroy their peace. It's the one who learns to respond, not react. From now on, repeat this to yourself. I can't control everything, but I can control how I respond. I choose peace. I choose power. I choose clarity. Because when you control your reaction, you take your life back. Lesson 2. You meet people for a reason. Some teach, some transform. Every person you meet is not a mistake. Every relationship, friendship, and even stranger enters your life for a reason. Some people come to teach you a lesson. Some test your patience. Some break your heart. Some help heal it. But none of them are meaningless. Some people show you what love feels like, even if they don't stay. Some treat you badly so you learn self-respect. Some walk away so you learn how to stand alone. Some hurt you so you finally learn to set boundaries. And once in a while, you meet someone who truly transforms you. They open your mind, expand your soul, challenge your limits, and inspire your greatness. Most people are not meant to stay forever, and you have to be okay with that. Some were only meant to pass through your life, not remain in it. They were bridges, not destinations. They helped you cross something you couldn't cross alone. Once the lesson is learned, the universe removes the teacher. And yes, that hurts. But just because someone left doesn't mean the connection was fake. It simply means their chapter in your story is complete. Stop blaming yourself for broken friendships. Stop crying over people who were never meant to stay. Stop holding on to doors that were only meant to be open for a short time. Instead, ask yourself, what did this person teach me? How did I grow from this experience? Because once you understand the lesson, you find peace. 2025 taught me not to regret people, not to hate them, and not to wish they never came. Be grateful even for the pain because they helped shape who you are today. Some taught me to trust. Some taught me to be careful. Some taught me how to love. Some taught me how to love myself. And a few rare souls transformed my life completely. If someone enters your life in 2026, welcome them. If someone leaves, let them go. Because no matter how long they stayed, They came with a purpose. Some people are not your forever. They are your becoming. Lesson 3. It's okay to put yourself first. This lesson wasn't easy. For most of my life, I believed putting myself first was selfish. I tried to make everyone happy. I said yes to everything. I was always available. I ignored my own needs. And what happened? I burned out. I lost my peace. I lost my boundaries. Slowly, I lost myself. In 2025, something inside me finally said, "You matter too." Putting yourself first doesn't mean being rude. It doesn't mean ignoring others. It doesn't mean becoming selfish. It means protecting your energy. It means choosing your mental health. It means listening to your inner voice before the outside noise. It means saying no when something isn't healthy for you. It means refusing to pour from an empty cup. The people who truly love you will respect your boundaries. The ones who guilt trip you were benefiting from your lack of them. You can be kind and still say no. You can be helpful and still choose rest. You can be generous without people-pleasing. 2025 taught me this truth. Nobody is coming to save you. You have to save yourself. You have to choose yourself. Because if you give everything to everyone else, there's nothing left for your dreams, your health, or your peace. Putting yourself first isn't selfish. It's survival. It's strength. It's self-respect. In 2026, I will still care for others. I will still be kind, but not at the cost of my sanity or my dreams. Fill your own cup first. Then you'll have real love, real energy, and real peace to share with the world. Lesson 4. Discipline is stronger than motivation. Motivation comes and goes. Some days you feel excited. Some days you feel tired. Some days you feel nothing at all. If you only act when you feel motivated, you will quit very quickly. Real progress comes from discipline. Discipline means doing the work even when you don't feel like it. Showing up on boring days. Continuing when no one is watching. Repeating small actions consistently. Motivation says, "I'll do it when I feel ready." Discipline says, "I'll do it because I decided." Life rewards decisions, not moods. One person waits for motivation. Another follows discipline. The motivated one starts strong but quits when things get hard. The disciplined one starts small but shows up every day. After time passes, the disciplined person wins, not because they're special but because they stayed consistent. You don't need confidence to take action. You don't need to feel good to do good work. You need a system and a promise to yourself. Discipline carries you through both strong days and weak days. Every time you do something difficult, you build self-trust. And when you trust yourself, your life changes. Lesson 5. Nothing is permanent in life. This lesson changed how I see pain, success, and fear. Nothing lasts forever. Not happiness. Not sadness. Not success. Not failure. Not people. Not situations. When life felt good, I learned not to become arrogant. And when life was painful, I learned not to lose hope, because both always pass. This lesson is painful but also incredibly freeing. When you're going through a hard time, remember this. This is not your forever. When you feel broken, tired, or lost, this phase will end. And when life feels good, remember this too. Stay humble. Stay grounded. Life moves in seasons. There are seasons of growth, seasons of struggle, seasons of silence, and seasons of success. Every season has a purpose. 2025 taught me not to cling too tightly and not to fear change. People change. Circumstances change. Dreams evolve. Paths shift. And that's okay. Sometimes life removes things to protect you. Sometimes it takes things away to make space for something better. What hurts today may save you tomorrow. What feels like loss may actually be redirection. So don't panic when things fall apart. Don't break when life feels unstable. Instead, tell yourself, this is temporary. I will adapt. I will survive. I will grow. Because if nothing is permanent, then pain isn't permanent either. And that thought alone can give you the strength to breathe again. Lesson 6. The smallest efforts create the biggest results. You don't need to make huge moves to change your life. You only need to do small things consistently. Reading a few pages a day doesn't feel like much, but over time it turns into many books. Speaking English for a few minutes a day may seem pointless, but one day your fluency will surprise you. Saving a small amount regularly feels insignificant, but it grows more than you expect. This is the compound effect. Small actions repeated daily create massive results over time. Most people don't trust the process. They want fast progress and instant results. They want transformation without patience. So they start, don't see results immediately, and quit. Then they repeat that cycle again and again. Success is invisible in the beginning. Growth is silent at first. The results don't show up right away, but they are building quietly beneath the surface. Think of planting a seed. You water it every day, but for a long time nothing seems to happen. Under the soil, roots are forming. Then one day it breaks through and grows. That's how effort works. You may not see changes in the mirror. You may not feel confident yet. You may feel like you're wasting time. But if you stay consistent, one day you'll realize you've changed. You became stronger, more disciplined, more skilled, more focused. Not from one big action, but from small decisions made daily. You don't need to be extreme. You need to be consistent. Small wins every day will build the life you dream about. Lesson 7. Most people don't change, so stop waiting for them. There were people I loved deeply, people I believed in, people I gave chance after chance. I kept thinking maybe they'd understand, maybe they'd change. They didn't, and that broke me until I learned the truth. Most people don't change. Not because they can't, but because they don't want to. And the longer you wait for them to grow, the more stuck you become. You lose years hoping they'll treat you better. You lose energy repeating the same conversations. You lose confidence trying to fix someone who doesn't want to be fixed. Sometimes we love someone's potential more than their reality. We hold on to who they could be instead of who they consistently show us they are. Life is short. If someone shows you again and again who they are, believe them. Stop convincing. Stop begging for respect. Stop waiting for a different version of the same person. It's not your job to heal everyone. It's not your responsibility to save people who keep choosing pain. And it's not your fault that they refuse to grow. Let go of toxic patterns. Let go of hope that hurts you. Let go of emotional weight that keeps you stuck. Walking away isn't weakness. It's wisdom. In 2026, stop waiting for them to become better. Become better yourself. Surround yourself with people who respect your time, value growth, and choose peace over drama. When you stop waiting for the wrong people, you make space for the right ones. Lesson 8. Loneliness is not always a bad thing. There were moments in 2025 when I felt completely alone. No messages, no calls, no one to talk to. And yes, it hurt, but something unexpected happened in that silence. I started hearing my own voice again. No noise, no pressure, no opinions, just me and my truth. That's when I learned something powerful. Loneliness is not always a curse. Sometimes it's a hidden gift. Most people are afraid of being alone. They jump from person to person. They keep the TV on. They scroll endlessly, not because they enjoy it, but because they fear silence. You can only truly find yourself when you're alone with yourself. In quiet moments, you discover what you really feel, what you truly need, what's working in your life and what isn't, who you miss, and who you're better without. Alone time isn't empty time. It's growth time. It's when you reset, reconnect with your values, and stop performing for others. This is where emotional strength is built. When you can sit with yourself without fear or distraction, you become powerful. You stop chasing attention. You stop depending on validation. You start enjoying your own company. You start creating. You start healing. You don't become stronger around people. You become stronger when you face yourself. If you're going through a lonely season, don't fight it. Don't rush to escape it. Use it. Read. Journal. Walk alone. Sit in silence. Feel the discomfort. Grow through it. One day, you'll look back and say, that lonely season saved my life. Lesson 9. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to start. I had many dreams, learning new skills, improving my English, building better habits. but I kept delaying. Not because I was lazy, but because I wanted everything to be perfect. I wanted to be fully ready. I wanted the best tools. I wanted perfect conditions. So nothing happened. Perfection is a lie your mind tells you to protect you from fear. You don't need to be perfect. You need to start. Progress comes from messy action, from showing up unprepared and learning as you go. Think of a child learning to walk. They fall again and again, but they don't wait until they're perfect. They just keep trying. Apply that to your life. Want to learn English? Don't wait to speak perfectly. Start with a few sentences a day. Want to get fit? Don't wait for the perfect gym. Start at home. Want to build something new? Start with what you have. Your first step will be awkward. Your first attempt may fail. But without that imperfect first step, nothing else exists. Perfection kills dreams. Action builds momentum. Once you start, fear turns into focus. Movement creates confidence. Starting creates becoming. Start small. Start scared. Start confused. Just start. Because the moment you do, you meet a version of yourself you've never seen before. Lesson 10. Your phone is stealing your life. Whenever I felt bored, anxious, or uncomfortable, I reached for my phone. I scrolled without purpose, refreshed apps endlessly. Not because I needed to, but because I was avoiding the present moment. Then it hit me. My phone wasn't just stealing my time. It was stealing my life. We check our phones constantly. Every small break. Every uncomfortable emotion. Every moment we want to avoid reality. While we scroll, books remain unread. Goals stay untouched. Conversations go unfelt. Life quietly passes by. Books are waiting to be read. Dreams are waiting to be built. Our minds are begging for silence. Real conversations are passing us by, and life is slipping through our fingers. I wasn't truly living my life. I was living inside a screen. And here's what makes it worse. Your phone is designed to keep you distracted. Most apps are not built to help you grow. They are built to keep you hooked. They steal your focus, shorten your attention span, replace your thoughts with noise, and slowly destroy your discipline. And the cost is heavy. You feel tired even when you've done nothing. You feel anxious even when you're safe. You feel empty even after hours of watching content. There was a day when I felt mentally exhausted. I thought I had been working all day. Then I checked my phone statistics and realized I had spent hours on social media. Hours gone. Completely gone. That was the moment I knew something had to change. I'm not saying you need to throw your phone away, but you need to use it as a tool, not a trap. Turn off unnecessary notifications. Set screen time limits. Create phone-free hours. Don't check your phone the moment you wake up. Don't fall asleep holding it. The more time you give to your screen, the less you give to your soul. In 2026, protect your time. Because attention is the new currency. If you don't control your focus, someone else will. Use your phone, but don't let it use you. Lesson 11. One day you'll realize the pain made you stronger. There were moments when I felt lost, betrayed, invisible. I felt like the universe had forgotten me. I kept asking myself, why is this happening to me? Why now? What did I do wrong? But with time, something shifted. I started connecting the dots and realized the pain didn't destroy me. It trained me. Heartbreak taught me self-respect. Failure taught me resilience. Loneliness taught me independence. Rejection taught me redirection. Pain forces growth in ways comfort never will. It opens your eyes. It burns illusions. It removes what's fake and strengthens your spirit. Nobody likes pain, but sometimes it's the only thing powerful enough to break the lies you've believed for too long. Life doesn't make you strong by being easy. Your strength comes from what you survived. Your wisdom comes from what you overcame. You don't need a perfect life. You need a strong mind. One day you'll look back and say, that pain was my turning point. If you're going through something right now, don't run from it. Don't numb it. Don't hate it. Learn from it. Ask yourself, what is this pain teaching me? How is this shaping my future? What strength is being born inside me? Your story will never be about how easy your life was. It will be about how you rose from what tried to break you. And the moments you'll be most proud of won't be the easy ones, but the ones you fought through and survived. Lesson 12. Rest is productive. There was a time when I felt guilty for resting. If I wasn't working, studying, or creating something, I felt like I was wasting time. So I kept pushing, even when my mind was exhausted and my body begged for rest. The result? I woke up tired. I couldn't focus. My motivation disappeared. I even started hating things I once loved. That's when I learned a powerful truth. Rest is not a waste of time. Rest is how you recharge your power. We live in a world that glorifies constant hustle. Sleep is seen as weakness. Rest is seen as laziness. But that mindset doesn't create success, it creates burnout. If your phone is low on battery, you charge it. But when you're running on empty, you force yourself to keep going. That makes no sense. Rest isn't about being lazy. It's about being wise. You can't think clearly with a tired mind. You can't grow with an exhausted soul. You can't create something meaningful when you're emotionally drained. Some of the most successful and creative people in the world schedule rest. They walk. They journal. They sit in silence. They pause to think. Because rest isn't the opposite of productivity, it's part of it. When I gave myself permission to rest, I became more focused, more peaceful, and more productive. Not because I did more, but because I had the energy to do what mattered. So remember this. You don't need to earn rest. You don't need to feel guilty for pausing. Sometimes the most productive thing you can do is stop. When you return stronger, sharper, and wiser. Lesson 13. You don't need to take everything personally. I used to get hurt by people's words, silence, and behavior. A delayed reply felt like rejection. A rude comment felt personal. Distance made me blame myself. Then I asked myself something that changed everything. What if this has nothing to do with me? Most people's behavior reflects their inner world, not your worth. If someone is rude, they may be struggling. If someone is distant, they may be overwhelmed. If someone walks away, it may be their confusion, not your failure. But we overthink. We create stories. We replay moments in our heads. You are not responsible for other people's behavior. You are responsible for how much power you give it. Not every silence is rejection. Not every distance is disrespect. Not every bad moment is your fault. Once I stopped taking everything personally, my peace returned. You can't control people. You can't read minds. But you can choose not to absorb chaos that isn't yours. Sometimes the strongest response is no reaction at all. Lesson 14. You attract what you focus on. When I focused on problems, I felt stuck. When I focused on fear, I saw reasons to quit. When I focused on what was missing, I felt broken. But when I shifted my focus, everything changed. You don't see life as it is. You see life as you focus on it. Focus on negativity, and your mind finds more of it. Focus on possibility, and your mind opens doors. Two people can stand in the same place. One sees nothing. The other sees opportunity. Same situation, different focus. When I stopped asking, what if I fail? And started asking, what if it works? Everything shifted. Your thoughts are magnets. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. And where your energy flows, your future grows. Train your mind to look for solutions, not problems. Every situation has a door, but you have to believe it exists to see it. Lesson 15. Most people are just surviving, so be kind. One day, I looked around at the people around me and realized something deeply humbling. Most people aren't truly living. They're just surviving. That rude stranger may be grieving. That distant friend may be battling anxiety. That coworker who made a mistake may be carrying invisible pain. Everyone is fighting something you can't see. Mental battles, emotional wounds, fear, pressure, heartbreak. So choose kindness. Always. Kindness isn't weakness. It's strength. Take strength to stay gentle in a harsh world. One kind word, one patient smile, one moment of understanding can be the light someone desperately needs. I choose kindness not because everyone deserves it, but because I refuse to become what hurt me. These were the 15 powerful lessons I learned in 2025. Some came from joy, some came from pain, but all of them helped me grow. If even one lesson touched your heart, carry it with you into 2026. Your time is precious, your mind is powerful, and your life can change the moment you decide to learn from it. Thank you for listening. Now go live with focus, peace, and strength. And if you're on the journey of becoming the best version of yourself, subscribe, because we grow here together.